grass was warm beneath our feet. The moon was hanging low. Grandma's porch was full of voices, moving soft and slow. Cousins chased each other laughing through the clover by the pine, and every jar became a lantern full of fireflies in July. Uncle Ray was telling stories, Daddy leaned against his truck. Mama passed around sweet tea and said we all were growing up. There was no place else to be then, no reason to ask why. Heaven felt a lot like summer with fireflies in July. And I still see those little lights dancing through the dark, like pieces of the childhood that still live inside my heart. Fireflies in July, lighting up the backyard sky. Barefoot dreams in mason jars, and cousins running wild. If I could go back tonight, I'd find that porch light shine and catch one more memory with fireflies in July. Fireflies in July. The grass was warm beneath our feet. The moon was hanging low. Grandma's porch was full of voices, moving soft and slow. Cousins chased each other laughing through the clover by the pine, and every jar became a lantern full of fireflies in July. Uncle Ray was telling stories, Daddy leaned against his truck. Mama passed around sweet tea and said we all were growing up. There was no place else to be then, no reason to ask why. Heaven felt a lot like summer with fireflies in July. And I still see those little lights dancing through the dark, like pieces of the childhood that still live inside my heart. Fireflies in July, lighting up the backyard sky. Barefoot dreams in mason jars, and cousins running wild. If I could go back tonight, I'd find that porch light shine and catch one more memory. If fireflies in July. The summers feel much shorter, and the nights don't shine the same, but I still look for little lanterns when the warm wind calls my name. Some lights fade by morning, some never really die. They just wait inside a memory, like fireflies in July. So let the world keep spinning faster, let the years go rolling by. I'll keep one old summer glowing with fireflies in July. And cousins running wild. If I could go back tonight, I'd find church on Sunday morning, we'd walk across the hall. There were folding chairs and paper plates and pictures on the wall. Sister Mary brought the biscuits, Brother Jim brought sweet iced tea. Mama carried fried chicken and a smile for everybody. There was laughter by the window. Kids were running through the line. Old men talked about the weather and how crops were doing fine. Grandma bowed her head so softly as the whole room settled down, and every heart felt welcome in that little church in town. It wasn't fancy silver, it wasn't crystal light, but love was overflowing on those Sunday afternoons. At the Sunday potluck table, everybody had a place. There was grace in every helping, there was kindness on each face. We were fed by more than food, we were held by more than prayer. God was in the laughter at the Sunday potluck table there. At the Sunday potluck table, after church on Sunday morning, we'd walk across the hall. There were folding chairs and paper plates and pictures on the wall. Sister Mary brought the biscuits, Brother Jim brought sweet iced tea. Mama carried fried chicken and a smile for everybody. There was laughter by the window. Kids were running through the line. Old men talked about the weather and how crops were doing fine. Grandma bowed her head so softly as the whole room settled down, and every heart felt welcome. And that little church in town, it wasn't fancy silver, it wasn't crystal light, but love was overflowing on those Sunday afternoons. At the Sunday potluck table, everybody had a place. There was grace in every helping, there was kindness on each face. We were fed by more than food, we were held by morning prayer. God was in the laughter at the Sunday potluck table there. At the Sunday potluck table. After church on Sunday morning. pulled up in that old Ford truck with 2 Cokes and a paper sack. The screen was glowing in the distance and the stars were looking back. She had her hair down on her shoulders. I had nerves I couldn't hide. There was a movie playing somewhere, but my whole world sat by my side. The speaker hung there on the window, crackling like an old love song. Popcorn butter on our fingers and the night just rolled along. Teenage hearts don't know forever, but they sure believe they do. And under that silver picture show, I fell for something true. I don't remember that old movie or how the story had to end, but I remember how she smiled when I reached out for her hand. Driving movie kiss underneath the summer sky. 2 young hearts in a pickup truck, watching headlights passing by. The whole world felt so big, but heaven felt like this. A slow song on the dashboard and a driving movie kiss. Driving movie kiss underneath the summer sky. 2 young hearts in a pickup truck, watching headlights passing by. The whole world felt so big, but heaven felt like this. The slow song on the dashboard and a driving movie kiss. We pulled up in that old Ford truck with 2 Cokes and a paper sack. The screen was glowing in the distance and the stars were looking back. She had her hair down on her shoulders. I had nerves I couldn't hide. There was a movie playing somewhere, but my whole world sat by my side. The speaker hung there on the window, crackling like an old love song. Popcorn butter on our fingers and the night just rolled along. Teenage hearts don't know forever, but they sure believe they do. And under that silver picture show, I fell for something true. I don't remember that old movie or how the story had to end, but I remember how she smiled when I reached out for her hand. Driving movie kiss underneath the summer sky. 2 young hearts in a pickup truck, watching headlights passing by. The whole world felt so big, but heaven felt like this. A slow song on the dashboard and a driving movie kiss. Screen is torn and faded, and the gravel lot is gone. But I still see her in that moonlight every time I hear that song. Some first love turn to memories, some memories never leave. They just wait beside the highway in a heart that still believes. If I could roll the years back slowly, I know right where I'd be, heart beneath that open heaven, with her sitting next to me. There's a diner off Rock 29 with a sign that barely glows, red and blue in a rainy window where the midnight coffee flows. Truckers sit along the counter with their stories and their scars, and a waitress calls you honey like she's known you all her life. There's a jukebox in the corner playing songs from '92, George and Reba, old Keith Whitley, and a little bit of blues. Eggs and bacon after midnight, pie beneath a glass display. It was nothing like a palace, but it made you want to stay. And that neon kept on humming like a prayer beside the road, for the lonely and the hungry, and the heart's a long way home. Oh, diner neon shining through the rain, lighting up the highway like an old familiar name. Coffee cup and country songs keeping travelers holding on. There was comfort in the glow of that old diner neons. Oh, diner neon, shining through the rain, lighting up the highway like an old familiar name. Coffee cup and country songs keeping travelers holding on. There was comfort in the glow of that old diner neon. There's a diner off Route 29 with a sign that barely glows, red and blue in a rainy window where the midnight coffee flows. Truckers sit along the counter with their stories and their scars. That waitress calls you honey like she's known you all her life. There's a jukebox in the corner playing songs from '92, George and Reba, Keith Whitley, and a little bit of blues. Eggs and bacon after midnight, pie beneath the glass display. Was nothing like a palace, but it made you want to stay. And that neon kept on humming like a prayer beside the road, for the lonely and the hungry, and the heart's a long way home. Oh, diner neon, shining through the rain, lighting up the highway like an old familiar name. Coffee cup and country songs keeping travelers holding on. There was comfort in the glow of that old nights I still go driving when this world feels cold and strange, looking for that red-blue flicker through the windshield and the rain. Maybe it was just a daddy, maybe it was something more, a little light for weary people and a bell above the door. If you ever feel forgotten out there chasing what is gone, look for coffee and a jukebox and that old sign humming on. Oh, diner neon shining through the rain, lighting up the highway like an old familiar name. Coffee cup and country songs, keeping travelers holding on. There was comfort in the glow of that old diner neon. Oh, diner neon shining through the rain, lighting up the highway like an old familiar name. Coffee cup and country songs, keeping travelers holding on. There was comfort in the glow of that old diner neon. Flags were waving on Main Street by the old courthouse square. Kids had streamers on their bicycles and ribbons in their hair. Fire trucks rolled by slowly with the sirens singing loud. Grandpa stood and took his hat off with a tear behind his smile. There were burgers on a backyard grill, sweet corn on a plate. Neighbors brought their folding chairs. Before the evening came, kids ran barefoot to the sprinklers. Dogs were barking at the sky. Everybody knew the best part would be after dark tonight. And when the sun went down behind us, the whole town gathered round. We were looking up together when the first light shook the ground. 4th of July in a small town, red and gold across the night. Families on a pickup bed, holding hands beneath the light. It wasn't fancy, it was ours, and it still makes me proud. Nothing ever felt like home like 4th of July in a small town. Flags were waving on Main Street by the old courthouse square. Kids with streamers on their bicycles and ribbons in their hair. Fire trucks rolled by slowly with the sirens singing loud. Grandpa stood and took his hat off with a tear behind his smile. There were burgers on the backyard grill, sweet corn Before the evening came, kids ran barefoot through the sprinklers. Dogs were barking at the sky. Everybody knew the best part would be after dark tonight. And when the sun went down behind us, the whole town gathered round. We were looking up together when the first light shook the ground. 4th of July in a small town, red and gold across the night. Families on a pickup bed, holding hands beneath the light. It wasn't fancy, it was ours, and it still makes me proud. Nothing ever felt like home like 4th of July in a small town. Now some of those old faces ain't sitting on the lawn, but I still hear their laughter when the fireworks come on. Some memories burn brighter than the rockets in the air, like Mama singing softly with her hand raised in a prayer. Give me one more summer evening, one more blanket on the ground, one more sky full of colors over that little town. 4th of July in a small town, red and gold across the night. Families on a pickup bed, folding hands beneath the light. It wasn't fancy, it was ours, and it still makes me proud. Nothing ever felt like home like 4th of July in a small town. There's an old swing on the front porch where the paint is wearing thin. It creaks just like a hymn book when the evening settles in. Grandma kept her Bible near her, Grandpa had his pocket knife. They could turn a quiet sunset into stories full of life. I learned about hard winters and the crops that didn't grow, about a love that kept on staying when the money moved too slow. There was iced tea on the railing, there was thunder far away, and I felt the world get gentler at the closing of the day. Some people leave you lessons, some leave houses made of stone, but they left me that old porch swing and a way to find my home. The porch swing song, still a rocket in my heart, a little crake, a little prayer when the evening turns to dark. If I ever lose my way, if I'm tired and holding on, I can hear my people singing the porch swing song. There's an old swing on the front porch where the paint is wearing thin. It creaks just like a hymn book when the evening settles in. Grandma kept her Bible near her. Grandpa had his pocket knife. They could turn a quiet sunset into stories full of life. I learned about hard winters and the crops that didn't grow, about a love that kept on staying when the money moved too slow. There was iced tea on the railing, there was thunder far away, and I felt the world get gentler at the closing of the day. Some people lead you lessons, some leave houses made of stone, but they left me that old porch swing and a way to find my home. The porch swing song still rocking in my heart, a little crake, a little prayer when the evening turns to dark. If I ever lose my way, if I'm tired and holding on, I can hear my people singing the porch swing song. There's an old swing on the front porch where the paint is wearing thin. The creek's just like a hymn book when the evening settles in. Grandma kept her Bible near her. Grandpa had his pocket knife. They could turn a quiet sunset into stories full of life. I learned about hard winters and the crops that didn't grow, about a love that kept on staying when the money moved too slow. There's an old swing on the front porch. There's an old swing. Didn't have much money, but we had time to spend. Long roads, small towns, kitchen lights, the neighbors we called friends. We had ball games in the summer, church bells in the fall, our Christmas tree by the window, and family down the hall. We had old songs on the radio and coffee after rain, a porch that held our secrets, and a mailbox with our name. We had birthdays in the backyard, we had hand-me-downs and grace, and every little memory still knows its holy place. Baby, life was never perfect, maybe we just loved it more, but I'd give almost anything to stand there like before. Those were the days we had, those were the roads we had, and I'm thankful they were here. Those were the days we had, those were the roads we knew, those were the hands that held us when the whole world still felt true. They live inside our laughter, they shine through all the years. Those were the days we had, and I'm thankful they were here. We didn't have much money, but we had time to spend. Long roads, small towns, kitchen lights, the neighbors we called friends. We hit ball games in the summer, church bells in the fall, the Christmas tree by the window, and family down the halls. We had old songs on the radio and coffee after rain, a porch that held our secrets, and a mailbox with our name. We had birthdays in the backyard, we had hand-me-downs and grace,